We live.
We going.
We live.
Live.
We are
Live and direct.
again. Once again, we are live.
Woo, man! I just
Tuesday.
touched down, man. How you been, baby?
I've been in Africa.
Oh my goodness.
I went to Africa over the weekend.
No, I was over in
Venezuela?
No.
What was it?
Croatia.
Oh, okay. That's what
Yeah, I was in Croatia.
It
was crazy, man. I had to go off on some business.
Yeah, I had a big business.
Last minute, you know what I'm saying? I had to fly up out of here. I was trying to touch down and catch that game and everything, and he was like, "Man, we need you. We gotta go." So.
Oh, you missed the game?
I just got back and been hearing all the hype about, you know what I'm saying? I guess the Packers lost. I guess the Packers lost, huh?
Did they lose?
That's what I heard. So
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I finally got to go ahead and Google and check it out. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got a whooping. They got a
yeah, I heard. Yeah. Well, I heard a little something.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I heard the Raiders lost.
Where I was at, really?
Yeah,
man, where I was at, I could not
get
nothing.
I'm the junkie. The Amazon.
I was
at Amazon.
Using Amazon.
I went to Amazon.
No, I was in the doing meetings in a Croatian prison.
Oh wow!
So it was quite interesting.
I'm surprised they didn't keep you.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. Well, with all that being said, Wanda, hi y'all.
Hey, sissy.
Didn't nobody ask you, Miss Wanda?
He was out of the country. He was
in Croatia.
He was on flight 666.
Hey, cut that shit out. No goddamn flight 666. No, ain't no sixes in the up. Shit. I was in Croatia. God damn it. On a business trip.
And I was in the Amazon, sis. I was fucking with the gorillas and
that's called South Sacramento. Quit lying. That is not the Amazon.
What's that, Mona?
Yeah, so everybody, I made it back safely. Thank you for welcoming me back. Yes, I touched back down, and man, it's good to be back. I totally didn't get a chance to catch the game at all, but I did get to see some highlights. Yeah, it was quite one-sided, but hey, I did get a chance to see it. Yeah. So I guess with that being said, I guess you guys' juices are flowing. I feel a lot of 49er fluid. Yeah, so we're going to get straight into the, I like your on-point hat and hoodie. Hat and hoodie? Where that on-point hat and hoodie? Where do you see that at?
Where you see that on-point hat and hoodie on?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No. I think I know what you're talking about. Since you see me with the No Guts, No Glory.
Was it red,
white, and black?
Oh, somebody's thinking.
I was going to say, wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm going to sue. It's time to take a motherfucker.
Time to leave the country.
On flight 666.
Hey, that 666 shit. You on that flight by yourself. I don't know what you on with that shit. Low lights for the Packers. Whatever.
Whatever.
So, yeah. I guess it's time to go and jump off into the sports wrap since we have several 49er fans, or at least a couple of them things up in here. Without further ado, I guess we're going to let them go ahead and bask in their
One say she on flight 888.
Yeah, that's more like it, man. 777, 9311. How about that?
Your Packers on the 666 then.
Whatever. I know you ain't talking. I know. If that's the case, then
you know what he told me?
No.
You know what he told me? He said, your Raiders, this before they got their ass whooped. He says to me, your Raiders lost. They should have won that game against a sorry ass team too.
The Jets.
At
least we lost to the team that has.
But then anyway. So don't matter.
Hey, I can't even do my opening act with my Raider joke no more. You motherfuckers. I gotta switch my comedy up. Sorry, son. Anyway, so really? Hey Wanda, true, the Jets suck. Thank you.
Shut up, Mona.
And now since they beat the Raiders ass, they talking about if they win out, they might make the playoffs.
Shut up, Mona.
Anyway, so we got the sports wrap and weekend in review. Yes, we are going to go straight into football. That's what matters right now. We're going to keep it on football for the next month. That's right. The next month is going to be focused on football because we're coming down to the last quarter of the season. This is where all the shaking and baking happens. It all falls down from here. So we're going to start off in that AFC East. Yes, AFC East, you still got the Patriots. Man, who's seen that game against the Patriots and the Cowboys? That's how we're going to start off.
No, we're going to start off with this.
God damn me. Hey, I got a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans. I don't too much care for them because they America's team, as they say. Yeah, right. Everybody don't motherfucking like them. But I know that y'all mad. Did a some of them, bitch.
Who?
Dallas Cowboy fans got absolutely robbed. Stick them up, nigga. Whatever. The Patriots added a game. Caught them boys on 2, not 1, but 2 illegal ass tripping calls.
Oh, damn.
One was on 3rd down and could have gained possession and get in position to win a game. So, yeah. Tripgate, goddamn it, that's what we're gonna call this one. Goddamn it, Tripgate. Did y'all see how they robbed them boys about that game? Ooh, ouch, hurts. Yeah. So they are doing their thing at the top of their division. The Bills are still winning consistently and quietly. So they definitely have a run for a strong wild card seed. But that division is, as you can see, the motherfucking refs and everybody else is going to make sure that Brady and them damn near get to another Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if some bullshit happened in the AFC Championship against.
Oh, maybe another inflated football. Deflated football. Man, some crazy shit may happen this time.
Man, again. Sunday was Tripgate, goddamn it.
He may have an electrical.
Anyway, all right. So then you got your AFC North. AFC North. Say, man, hey, okay, the Niners right now have the best record in the, not to jump around, they got the best record in the goddamn division. But it's this youngster that I kept telling you about.
Is this in here?
Yeah, Mary just came in. Hey.
Where I don't see it.
Somebody said, hey, Mary.
I know.
No. Well, I think that's Mona, not Mary. Mona said, what's up to you, sis? So, remember the youngster I've been telling you about from the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
This youngster is the truth. He's the most exciting person that I've seen with a football hand. At the quarterback position since motherfucking Randall Cunningham, Warren Moon, Michael Vick days. He reminds you of a 2020 version of Michael Vick. He'll tuck that ball, run on your ass, bounce off a tackle, spin on you, duck up on. He's a fool. And so they got the Ravens like playing the best ball I've seen all year. But the fucking 49ers defense is the truth. So next week when they come together and they play, in my opinion, the winner of that game will truly be crowned the best team in the NFL. So AFC North, yes, the Baltimore Ravens is kicking ass. Ain't nobody else in the division going to try to even make a step. Steelers trying to win. They done won a couple in a row, but I think it's all for them. AFC West, quite an interesting division. AFC West, you got your Chiefs on top, ahead of the Raiders by a game because the Raiders did lose and they won. They face each other one more time, so we're going to see how that pan out. Can the Raiders win out and fight for a wild card?
Against who?
Against the rest of the teams they got to play.
Oh, okay.
They got to have to win every game and especially beat Kansas City.
To make it to the playoffs.
To hopefully get a playoff.
They beat Kansas before.
We'll see how that goes. Well, it looks like it's going to be Kansas City's divisions. I don't know. We'll see. We still got 5 games left.
We will see Kansas City.
All right. Then you got the AFC South. Man, shit changed all of a sudden in that division because you had a battle between the Colts and Houston. And then they played each other head to head, and Houston came out, and they came out with the victory. And that is going to be huge because that not only might end up being who wins the division, but they might just end up bumping their second best all the way out of the playoffs. So that's going to be interesting to watch. Now on to the NFC.
Goddamn, my division.
You got the AFC division with 4 different conferences.
Goddamn.
Each division got 4 conferences. Yeah, we on to the NFC. NFC North. NFC North right now, boy, you got a 2-way tie with the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. They're both at 8-3, and that division more than likely will boil down to the Week 16 matchup at US Bank Stadium in Minnesota.
Oh, wow.
Winner of that game in Week 16, if they continue to win out, the winner of that game in Week 16 will take the division. Here's the thing about that. If that happens like that, if they have the same record and then they play each other and say, you know, one team is 12-4 and the other one is 13-3 or something like that. Regardless of the records, if they play and they see like that, they'll be 3-6, which means that the following week they'll have to play each other again in the playoffs. So the Week 16 game, the regular season game, is going to mean that much more to them because it's pretty much like a pre-playoff game because they want to win. Because whoever win that is like, okay, motherfucker, next week or 2 weeks from now when we go into the playoffs, whose houses we gonna play at, and the winner of that game may determine that. So it's going to be it's a lot of football that really count these last 4 or 5 games.
All right.
All right. NFC South. NFC South. Saints is taking that. I don't see Carolina making it. I don't care what they do from this point. That's the Saints division, and the Carolina Panthers will not get a wild card. NFC East. That is looking like it's going to be. Man, it's looking like the Cowboys division to take. Eagles may have something to say about that with the last 5 games, but because the Cowboys beat them head-to-head already, I think that they're going to sneak off with that division. And if that happens, then Philly don't got a chance of making playoffs. Sorry. NFC West Side. Last but not least, you got the motherfucking Niners. Yes, let's give it up, man. When the motherfucker whip my ass,
49ers.
But I always come back for more, though. Yeah. Whoop the Green Bay Packers. I'm talking about they beat them boys' ass. I was way in Croatia on a secret phone, and somebody was calling me long distance, telling me something about something was going on, but the call was dropping every 30 seconds, so I couldn't understand what they were saying. Anyway, found out. What you saying? Come to find out, I guess the Niners beat their ass, beat the dog shit out of them. Ooh, yes, it was a shellacking, 37-8, something like that. Ooh, got us scratching our head trying to figure shit out.
A frustrating beat.
Yeah, they beat our ass.
It's frustrating beat down.
So they are winning their division right now at 10-1. They got the Seahawks right behind them at 8-2.
Oh wow.
Yes, that's going to be quite interesting. Depending on how it falls out, because the Niners do have a very, very tough schedule these last 5 games. They played Baltimore starting off. They played us. They played Baltimore. They got a row of games where they can be tested. So as long as they don't do nothing finicky, they should win a division, and you'll have Seattle in there as a wild card. Possibly, depending on how they win out. I mean, depending on their schedule. If they have some problems and Seattle keep on doing what they're doing, they might sneak the division, and you will have a 11-12 game winning team as a wild card. I can't imagine that, but it's possible. All right, that's your sports wrap. Yeah, y'all Niners did that, man. Salute.
Salute.
All right, weekend review.
Wanda, you need to read some of this.
All right. I don't want to brag. Okay, hi, Mona. Hey, Wanda. Truly just sucked. Hey, Mary. Wanda just said, I ate a full brownie. I usually only eat a half. This heavy rain have me tripping, and I am hoping it clears up by the time my hubby get on I-80 from work. For real. I'm good, though.
What kind of brownie you had?
You know what she time, man.
What kind of brownie you had, sissy?
You know what she time.
You have a green brownie?
You know what she time.
Or a brown brownie?
Yeah, one of them good old brownies.
Well, you know me.
But you know, I had a whole one got her tripping.
You know me. I have to have mine every day.
Hopefully your husband is safe though. For sure.
You need to call me too. I got this. You got aches and pains. You need to holler at me.
Yeah, yep. You can chop it all wet up. So weekend review. First and foremost, I hope everybody had a great weekend out there. I hope y'all weekend was pleasant. I hope y'all had fun. Hope you was able to get to a bag in some type of shape, form, or fashion. More than anything, I hope y'all was safe. How was your weekend?
My weekend was fun. I had a lot of fun.
We did.
We kicked in
a couple of parties.
Well, we went to your comedy on Wednesday.
That wasn't the weekend.
Right, I'm just saying, we went to your comedy on Wednesday. We relaxed on Thursday. Friday we went to
Mary.
Friday we went to where?
Friday we went to the we went to the R&B thing.
R&B, yeah, down the street from the house.
Yep.
And then Saturday we went to his boy's birthday party.
Yeah, we had fun.
And then Sunday I went to JB's
and Sons.
To see.
We had
fun this fun
weekend. We go see my dudes. We had a lot of fun, man. We had a lot of fun. We be doing it moving, man. We be having it lit. You hear me? So besides all that, our personal little stuff that we did, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, sis?
In the building.
Can I get on perks in the building?
On perk. Hit us with those likes one time. Hit us with those likes one time. So outside of that, man, it looks like the saga continues with the darn on me impeachment hearings. Y'all been watching and paying attention to what's going on with Dr. Hill. Ooh, hey, if you ain't seen the impeachment hearings at all,
right?
Go up in that thing, go and Google them, YouTube or something. Dr. Hill, that's the type of chick you want on your squad.
She been getting that.
She ain't no punk. She don't fold.
What she been doing?
She is not a lawn chair. She ain't folding at all. Ain't no folding with her.
Who I haven't been following the impeachment hearing.
Wanda said, Dr. Hill be on her shit. She's a solid beast.
Really?
She can sit up in that motherfucker with her little bob bunny, and they be shooting.
She brunette.
She brunette, square jaw. Look like she should be a housekeeper or something. They get to shooting them questions and be trying to put that fake pressure on her. She be like, "Oh no, not at all. Oh no, sorry. What I meant was, well, it's unfortunate that you took it that way. What I was saying was, and what's quite clear is, she be busting their ass and get off the phone. You don't lie.
No, I thought.
What's going on now? Y'all see this? She don't love y'all. She want to see what's on her phone. She want to know what's going on Facebook.
I wasn't on Facebook, babe. I thought I got a text. And you know, I'm every time I get a text or a call, I know. Y'all gotta excuse me, but I live on edge every day.
I know. But yeah, man, if y'all ain't seen it, go and Google YouTube the hearings, and boy, this little spitfire young woman.
Oh, is she young?
Not at all. But you know, I ain't gonna call her, you know what I'm saying, an older lady. It wouldn't matter if she was.
She on this helmet? She on Trump's helmet?
She's spitting what her raw stuff. She's spitting it raw from the jaw. And the thing about it is, it ain't no double back. They just got to question her. They ain't no double backing, catching her up on shit she done said. Oh, well, you said this, but no, they just, can you state what you, and hoping that she don't remember shit, but she remember she got a telegraphic memory. She remembering dates. I'm like, damn, did she just say, without reading shit, No, it was actually back in July, such and such. We were at the such and such. And
okay, who was she to Trump?
She was okay. So the other dude was a government aide. Hill was, if I'm not mistaken, she was. She's like this, something on foreign. She's something on foreign council.
Wow.
She's like the head of foreign council or some shit like that. But yeah, I had to throw that in there and see if anybody. Yeah, I think she looks like she's in her mid 40s or 50. Yeah, she look like she's 50 something. She look like she. Well, you know, sometimes though, you know.
Yeah, they be young when they look older.
Yeah. But yeah.
So let's get into this topic.
She don't stutter. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So yeah, that's my weekend review. That's all I really wanted to talk about. That's what stood out to me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mary, love you, baby.
These dang on hearings.
I love all of you guys.
And how they is going back and forth. So, with all that being said, it's time to go ahead and let's get this topic tonight.
Right.
Y'all see it. Man, this topic right here, this topic is something that should hit home for everybody, regardless of sex, regardless of nationality, regardless of age, regardless of where you're at in the world. We have it titled The Human Trafficking Epidemic in the United States. And the only reason for that is because we want to bring awareness to how much of a problem it is right here at home.
Right.
It's an epidemic worldwide, and it's been that way for almost 3 decades now. But we've always known it or seen it as something that happened overseas, and particularly in Southeast Asia. You know, in these different.
Yeah, we never think it'd be happening over here, but I don't know why.
But it is happening here to the point now where it's almost more than it's happening over there in those countries.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to specify it a little more so it could hit home a little more.
Right.
So the research that we did and that we've done on this and continue to do, because this is one of those topics that you can't just leave alone.
Right. We have to continue to bring it back.
Personally,
I have awareness.
Exactly. We have to
keep awareness of it.
Keep this on the forefront of people's minds, on the burner. Keep this as a hot topic, because this, you know, I always kind of knew about it, but when I researched it, I got to learn so much more, and we got a problem. We definitely got a problem. So that problem that we talking about, y'all, is human trafficking.
Almost like
in the United States. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. On Pernt, Eva just came in. Hey, sis. She said she's sitting here waiting for Brian to get off. That's what's up. That's what's up. Salute. I hope you make it home safe.
We might have to roll down there and get a plate.
I hope you make it home safe. If it's wet down there.
45 minutes from us.
Right. I know it's probably wet out there too, so I hope bro make it in safe. Yeah. Hope everybody that got people coming in. Wanda, hope your husband making it safe. Everybody that's coming from. Y'all be safe out there. It's ugly weather, and it's supposed to be like that if you're in Northern California, Bay Area, Sacramento Valley. It's supposed to be like that for the rest of the week. So everybody be out there safe as we're going to visit our family and all that.
Right.
Be safe, man.
Right.
Yes, indeed. But as we were saying, back on this topic, man, this topic is something that we have to definitely address as a community.
Yeah.
We have to talk about it right here on this platform, but we also have to leave this platform and have real conversations amongst ourselves and our families.
And our families, yeah.
And do as much research as we can so we can continue to help each other combat this epidemic. You can't call it nothing else but an epidemic. So
yeah, because it's human trafficking, but it's in different categories.
Yeah,
the sex trafficking, which is the
labor
biggest.
trafficking.
Yeah,
and see, so
So
that's a good point that you came up with. Let's start right there because a lot of people, and I would say myself included, I didn't have as much knowledge as I would have liked to have had prior to going into research for the subject. And that's what I love, not to get off, but that's what I love about this podcast is like, okay, we have sometimes where we have the topics where we can just, come up with a topic and it doesn't necessarily have to have as much research. We still want to have some kind of analytical shit behind it, but it don't take in-depth research. It's just social, fun topics we can talk about. But then we come to topics like this, where it's like, okay, it's time to really address something real, something that needs to be talked about, and we have a platform. No matter if it's 4 or 4,000 people watching, we can affect somebody or educate somebody. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's what's so cool about On Point, because we don't come halfway with it.
Yeah,
and we do our research, and when you
we do it the same day we have the podcast.
No.
Well, you do your research, most of your research,
like a day or two before.
You do your research, my topics are more fun. You be on the more serious topics.
Well,
I'm talking about sex, pussy, ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And when we talk about stuff like that, that don't take a whole lot of research. Well, for some people, it might.
Well, if you don't know what you're doing, that means you are not experienced.
For some people, it might. But now, if you're on Point, you don't need no research on that. But when it comes to real life, when it comes to real life stuff, because we have a balance, we talk about it all. And when it comes to them type of topics, we want to research. And doing this research, man,
hurtful.
When I did all of this research, my goodness, if you can see all these pages, it's so much information. And this was just, the scoop that I went in and got.
Right.
It's so sad that it's that much data and information and articles and stories out there about this. But it's real life, y'all. This shit is so real, people. So going back to it, I'm glad you have brought up what you did, because me, myself included, before I had did such extensive research, I didn't know exactly what human trafficking was. And I had some confusion on what sex trafficking was and what that was versus prostitution. And it's completely different, but it is basically, one major thing that changes the game, changes it from being prostitution versus sex trafficking. So let's start there.
Both of them, prostitutes get out there, they have a pimp, and they get out there because they want to.
Well, you're right with that. Not all prostitutes have pimps.
Not all of them.
So some prostitutes are doing it on their own, and they work independently without a pimp. That's a big yes. That, and also there's a third party involved. That's the one receiving whatever profit gain.
Right.
So that was the insides that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Wanda, it is a business now. On Point,
booming business.
Human trafficking. Wanda said human trafficking is an epidemic. Yes, it is, and we're here to talk about it tonight. These are a lot of categories: organ, sex, and prostitution. Yes, and we're gonna break it. We're gonna bust it down, Tatiana, tonight, because people need to know how this is really going down.
I got some of y'all on Thursday though. If y'all got time, tune in on Thursday.
Yep.
I ain't even told him. He looking at me like, what the fuck?
No, I'm just trying to figure out why you. Episode right now talking about Thursday. Anyway, no, for real, man. This is serious. This is some serious shit.
You're
right. The difference between prostitution and sex trafficking is two major things, like you said. One is it has to be done by force, because prostitution is just when it's consensual sex, and it's between two parties, and it's some type of reward or money exchange. I pay you $50, $100.
It can also be about force
sexual. You give me a sexual favor, and you're okay with it. I'm okay with it. Mm-hmm. I give you the money, and you give me the sexual act in return. That's prostitution. Mm-hmm. That within itself is prostitution. You're okay with it. I'm okay with it. We come up with a price or whatever the monetary value is. I give that to you. You give me the sexual favor. That's prostitution. Right. If we got caught in the act of that, I would go to jail for soliciting prostitution. You would go to jail for being a prostitute.
Let's not say that prostitution also could be a part of sex trafficking.
Yes, you
know what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm telling you the difference between the two. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying, I'm giving you the basic what prostitution is. The difference from that and sex trafficking is when you're sex trafficking, the person that's involved is not warranting or allowing the act. They're, like you said, forced into the act. Mm-hmm. They're made to do it. And on top of that, whatever money is going to be passed in that transaction does not go to the person giving sex. It goes to a third party directly. So those two things is what makes the difference. So we had to break that down for people that didn't know, because I didn't know the difference between what sex trafficking and what prostitution was. So that's the difference. So sometimes you have people who are involved in sex trafficking later grow up and become adults and become prostitutes, because sex trafficking can start for children as early as the age 8, 9 years old. And what people don't know is we have cases in the United States of this happening, but it happens within communities. Mm-hmm. Where people are selling their nieces, nephews, children to people within their neighborhoods for the day. The kid don't know what's going on, or you going with Mr. John, and when you go with Mr. John, you don't tell him what's happening. But Mr. John gave the mom or the dad $500. That's sex trafficking. That's happening right now, right here, right in Sacramento, Oakland, Compton, New York, Mississippi. That's happening. And kids like that often grow up, and then they later do end up being prostitutes, where they engage in sex for money because they've been brought up doing it. Mm-hmm. Against their will, and now they do the same thing willingly and can see the money themselves. It's a cold, vicious cycle. It's a cold, vicious cycle.
Hey, Alita.
Man. So I did some research, and as stated, here, babe, can you read this one for me? Read that top one. That
human trafficking.
Yeah.
What human trafficking is and isn't. Human trafficking is the business of stealing freedom for profit. In some cases, traffickers trick, defraud, or physically force victims into providing commercial sex. In others, victims are lied to, assaulted, threatened, or manipulated into working under the inhumane, illegal, or otherwise unacceptable conditions.
Wow.
It is a multi-billion-dollar criminal industry that denies freedom to 24.9 million people around the world.
If you don't get chills off of that, you don't got a damn spine.
Right.
Knowing that a great portion of those 24 million people are children.
Right.
The business of stealing freedom for profit. I don't want to go here. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. Well, you ain't got no choice because you done already been bought to do it.
Right.
And you don't even know it most of the time.
It's damn not like, it's still like slavery.
That's exactly what it
is. It's slavery.
On perk.
You know?
On perk. That's exactly what it is. And guess what? Yeah. Ex-president, former president Barack Obama said just that in a press conference. Before he was leaving, he said, we have to combat this problem of human trafficking. This is a now problem. And let's just call it what it is. It's modern day slavery.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's the thing about it is we often have a synopsis of sex trafficking being, you know, human trafficking. But as somebody said, I think somebody said earlier, there's so many levels to this shit. It's human trafficking for body parts, organs. It's human trafficking for sex. It's human trafficking for labor. The labor side of it. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm gonna bust that down next. The labor side of the shit is so cold. The conditions that they be having some of these people working in and for nothing. It is modern day slavery. It's man. But then you say, well, shit, if they could make billions of dollars off of stealing somebody's freedom and treating them like that and making them have sex and having them working in these places and stealing people's organs and selling organs and all that shit, and this is $1 billion industry, then why would we be surprised if they can have a prison industrial complex?
Right.
It's along the same lines. It's along the same lines. Sis Mary said, hey, what's up, Alita? Sis Mary said, this is a world full of sick, money-hungry people that will do anything for their sexual fetishes and the love of money. It's $1 billion business. We are all at risk. Please be careful out there. Yes, sis. Absolutely. And that, before we got out of here, was something we definitely was going to address. It's Thanksgiving time. All these holidays going down, we don't partake in them, but we know that the majority of people, and a lot of people do. A lot of people go be doing shopping if you ain't already did your shopping. A lot of people go be out and about, trying to get these last minute gifts and checking off your list and all that. While you out and about, be aware, be cognizant.
And look out for other people too.
Be aware of your surroundings. If you see something, if you see something not right, then it's not right. And go with your gut.
If you see a man sitting too long, you can start videotaping shit.
Please try not. Yeah, try not to go nowhere by yourself. Mm-hmm. Because this is what's happening. It's not just happening in Thailand no more. The Philippines.
Right.
It's happening in Philadelphia.
Right.
It ain't just in Tijuana and Guadalajara. This shit is happening in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Chicago, Miami.
They say Mexicans
love Detroit. These vacation spots.
Summertime, kids gonna be watching, and they're not just snatching
California
little girls. They snatching boys too. They're snatching boys too.
Let them know. You better let them know.
You know, and they're not snatching a particular age either.
You better let them know. Don't think because you got
keep some mace on you.
3 sons. Don't think because you got sons out here that they're exempt from this sickness. They may have a better chance of getting away, but they are not exempt from being predicated on.
Right.
It's happening to young boys, grown men.
Right. Yeah.
You don't know what can happen. You be out in the club, kicking it somewhere, get some shit slipped in a drink or anything.
Yeah.
A team be watching you the whole night. It's happening out there, people.
Yeah, Alita.
It's happening. Alita says, that's right. I need to check into tasers. Tasers, shit.
Something because like you said, there's a lot of videos. There's a lot of videos floating around right now. I know you guys been getting them in your message inbox, chain messages where they're telling you that they sit in the back of Target. Several people have been trying to. They almost got caught. They was trying to take them, and some other women looked out for some. You just have to look out for each other when we out there. I don't shop at night any motherfucking way. I don't even go usually shopping by myself unless I'm running in somewhere real quick and running out. But I don't park by vans. I don't let certain people get behind me. I'm always looking around me, and I always keep my hand on something to get to. Believe that. You feel me? So
I did some research, and so this came from, if y'all want to go in and look it up yourself, it comes from PolarisProject.org. That's Polaris, Polaris project.org. You go on there and you look up their human trafficking. Just once you go to their site, you can type in human trafficking, all kind of articles will come up. This one is human trafficking / GCLID. That one will pop straight up. But on there, it was a little breakdown, a report, and it basically had just a basic definition of the difference between sex trafficking and labor trafficking, which is really not much of a difference. It's just the difference in the type of business. Yeah. So it has that bust down. When you go in there, if you see that, then you know that you have come to the right one. And they got a different. Sex trafficking is sex. Trafficking is the crime of using force, fraud, or coercion.
Yeah.
Understand, you have to use force, fraud. You have to forcefully make somebody lie to somebody fraudulently, or coerce, trick someone.
Yeah.
To induce another individual to perform commercial sex. Commercial sex, when it's commercial, means that money is involved. A sale. Common types include escort services, pornography, illicit massage businesses, brothels, outdoor solicitation. Okay, that's sex trafficking. All right, because you might go to work at a damn spa, and you think you're going just to go work,
right?
And they tell you got to go into the back and massage Mr. Johnson, and when you go back there to massage Mr. Johnson, he want his dick sucked,
right?
And he didn't already pay $1,500 for it,
right?
And when it comes down to it, you go and holler at the owner like, no, I ain't with this. Well, she like, well, you won't be working tomorrow, and you got 4 kids and got to do what you got to do, and she know your whole situation. So she coerced you into now having to pull a sex act off with Mr. Johnson. And this may continue once, twice, 3 times a week, maybe on a daily basis. I'm just giving you a scenario, but that's a very, real type of situation that goes on. That's how this is that big of an epidemic. There's 25 million people. That's trafficked.
That's a lot of people.
And then labor trafficking is the crime of using force, fraud, or coercion to induce another individual to work or provide service. Common types include agriculture, domestic work, restaurants, cleaning service, and carnivals.
Did they give a definition of trafficking for body parts?
No, they didn't get into that one.
Because that's real big with our people.
They didn't. Well,
You know they found one of Shanika Johnson's friends with her body parts missing.
It's not. At this point, it's not surprising. So, how many people on average a year are trafficked? In 2018, Polaris worked on 10,949 cases of human trafficking reported to the Polaris Operated National Human Trafficking Hotline.
Wow.
The cases involved 23,078 individual survivors, nearly 5,859 potential traffickers, and 1,905 trafficking businesses. Human trafficking is notoriously underreported. Shocking as these numbers are, they are likely only a tiny fraction of the actual problem.
So people make up businesses and people call them to get hired and get there and to be something else.
It could be like, remember how back in the day you used to have them little jobs in the newspaper ads, and it'd be like, come down and model, or it I won't even say it started off with that, but it's been a you know what I mean, it's shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But then it's so severe now to where it's so bad now to where it's people actually getting snatched up and made to go work on farms and big ass vineyards and shit, and they're working in the most inhumane conditions and not being paid because these people that bought them has already paid. The transaction has already been paid for.
That's crazy.
You're the service.
Did you have anybody ever know anyone that just came up missing and nobody ever heard from them before? Because I knew a female that went through that, and we never heard from her again. And supposedly, the word was when they did find her, her and some other guy was supposed to be cut up in a garbage can and go to get parked.
Wow.
So.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh. So check this out. This is the bust down right here. They are also targeting pregnant women. Okay, let's go back to some of these.
Okay,
let's get some of these comments.
Yeah.
So let's start right here.
Right up here.
No, we read them already. We read that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So right here. Eva said, I'm back. Welcome back, Eva. And then you go ahead and read Mary's.
Mary say they are also targeting pregnant women stealing their babies.
Wow, what?
It's a sick world out here.
Man. And see the thing about it.
Retracted the message.
If somebody would have said something like that a year ago to me, 6 months ago, right, I would have been like, man, well, maybe, possibly, but I would have had some type of, but now I can, man, look here, man. All these motherfucking movies they be making, yeah, y'all better wake up, start paying attention. Wanda said they are also doing auctions via private groups on the internet. This is big. You don't make $1 billion, you know what I'm saying? Being known and on Front Street. There's definitely through the internet, black market, black websites, all that. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know what I'm saying? They is definitely got this shit. It's you don't have an industry without structure. And for this shit to have that much structure, for that much money to be made, is sickening, because that means that to a certain degree, the people that can stop it is fucking letting it happen. And guess what? Guess why? Because you might fuck around, and if you really stopped it, catch some of them motherfuckers that passed the laws Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that part.
Yep.
That part. They are also doing auctions for private groups on the internet. Wanda said, shaking my head, the statistics, the world in which we live in. And that's just a scoop. Check this out. Statistics, check this out, y'all. Check this out. No, check this out here now. That's for Uncle Luke. The United States alone.
Yeah, listen to that.
Check this out. The United States, now look, when we thought about trafficking, I can't say we. When I used to think about trafficking, I used to have this little scene in my head of a dark alley, and because I was in the Marine Corps,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And I always think about some dark alley of Thailand or you know a little club in the Philippines or Singapore, and white man, and you know what I'm saying? Not like that, but you know what I'm saying? It be them rich, you know what I'm saying? You don't be seeing brothers like me pull from the hood. But now, hello. But like I was saying, what I envision is some old white man smoking a cigar, you know what I'm saying, in his 60s, millionaire, billionaire, and fucking, you know what I mean, trying to purchase, you know what I'm saying, a little Southeast Asian, you know, child. That's because you see it in the movies and shit, and that's just what you would think.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that world no more. No. Check this out.
Yeah.
The United States, along with Mexico and the Philippines, was ranked the world's worst places for human trafficking in 2018 and continues in 2019. In the U.S., there is no official number of human trafficking victims, but it estimates places in the hundreds of thousands. All this information is coming from www.businessinsider.com/human trafficking. In the U.S., the facts. Can't make this shit up, man. Now, the top 3 countries is the United States, Mexico, and the Philippines.
I have no reason to go to Philippines. I damn sure ain't finna go to Mexico. Neither one of them.
So we're gonna blast through these real little fast facts. I'm just gonna hit y'all with these facts and blow y'all mind away real quick, because it blew mine away. And then we go conversate. Since 2007, more than 49,000 cases of human trafficking in the U.S. have been reported to the National Human Trafficking Hotline, which receives an average of 150 calls per day. That's in the U.S.
About somebody missing?
About somebody being human trafficking.
Oh.
150 calls a day. That's to this hotline. And that's in the United States, in the world, in the land of no snitching. So that's people who care enough to try to call. Think about how many people or accounts out there that's going uncalled.
Mm-hmm.
But this is 150 a day. The most human trafficking cases have been reported in California.
Wow.
Texas and Florida.
I can believe that.
And I thought about, what do those 3 states have in common?
Black people.
And what else? What other?
Mexicans.
Boom. Boom. Wake up. Black and brown. The biggest black and brown populated states in the United States. California, Texas, and what? Florida. Wake up.
Yeah.
Las Vegas is also known as a hotspot due to the city's culture and high rates of homelessness. But every state...
Because I bet you they prey a lot on women that's slipping. They ain't paying attention. drug addicts, misplaced,
homeless,
been through some shit, emotional, domestic violence, women, things like that.
Of course.
And if they got their kids with them, they're taking them too.
But please be aware that every state in the United States of America has reports of human trafficking. So it ain't like, oh, we don't do that here in Vermont.
Right.
New York and Queens in particular is documented destination for trafficking because of its location on the Eastern Corridor, as well as being a close rural area like Vermont. Like, what did I just say?
Vermont.
As Homeland Security Assist Special Agent Baldwin, blah, 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 whatever. But that's basically saying, hey, everywhere is getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so big where I can see California too, because all of the ports.
Right.
Texas, the border.
Yeah,
Florida,
the border,
ports. New York, the ports.
I'm surprised they didn't put Arizona
in and out. It's easy to be in and out. Boop.
Mm-hmm.
You was here, boop. Now you boop.
Mm-hmm.
Just you like can hop on the car. You can have a car. You can have. I was just gonna say you can have human cargo.
Hit the waters.
Hit the waters. You can have human cargo, and they can be from New York to fucking Barcelona in 5-6 days.
Mm-hmm.
It's
and it's a low profile. It's a low,
shit, Exactly. It's estimated that in between 18 and 20,000 victims are trafficked in the United States every year. 18 to 20,000.
Wow, that means
that's a small city.
Yeah.
Man. Check this out. Children are more vulnerable than adults. They're easier to control, cheaper, and less likely to demand working conditions. More than 300,000 young people in the United States are considered at risk of sexual exploitation. Children are those considered under the age of 18.
That's so sad.
In 2011, California passed a law to help with trafficking in the manufacturing industry, as we was talking about work trafficking. This law required major manufacturing and retail firms to disclose what they are doing to stop human trafficking in their supply chains. By 2015, however, less than 1/5 of the businesses have complied with this law because they don't give a fuck because it's making money. See, because Nike, Puma, Reebok, go on.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about if somebody in Indonesia working in 150-degree weather, not getting no breaks, pissing on themselves. As long as it's getting done and they can sell that shit for $175 over here. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why I went when I said, how can this happen to so many people? Because it's worth money.
829.
All right. 2014 study of sex trafficking by the Urban Institute said that 71% of labor trafficking victims entered the U.S. illegally. There we go. Illegal immigrants. So they take the ones that's not documented and they work the dog shit out of them, put them in inhumane conditions, traffic them, and then turn around and say that they can't come in the country. Well, it's too fucking late. It was cool when you had them in here
being slaves
to slave them to make Nike joggers. But you don't want them to have a fucking good life and be able to buy a house, have some land. Y'all see what's going on here? Y'all picking up? The Mexican state of Escala has been identified as the biggest source of sex traffic directly to the U.S.
Never heard of that city. Where's that at?
Tlaxcala, Tlaxcla.
Never heard of it.
Tlaxcala has been identified as the biggest source of sex slaves directly to the U.S. In 2015, 5 out of 10 Homeland Security most wanted sex traffickers were from Tenancingo, which is a state in Tlaxcala. There were estimates that 1 in 10 people from Tenancingo were involved in trafficking.
Probably a poor. Is that in Mexico?
That's in Mexico.
Oh, probably a poor city too.
But it don't matter.
Right.
Yeah. See, because this is the bullshit type of stats that Trump and his administration try to use to say that all people in Mexico are bad and that's why they need to build a wall. Fuck your wall, because your wall don't mean shit when you are allowing for this shit to happen right here in the United States, as long as billions are being made.
Right.
So that wall shit is a bunch of bullshit. That shit is a distraction so that they can really let these motherfuckers continue to have these sweatshops and shit.
What y'all think?
Yeah, man.
What y'all think?
I got pissed off.
What y'all think? And think about it, that it doesn't have to be no specific nationality that they target, even though they target us more, and Mexican and brown skinned people more, because they know our melanation is a motherfucker. Boy, when God built us, he built some things, man. He did. He built some gods. He knew what he was doing, you know? So they know that. So that's why they want to, things like harvesting our body parts, these kids coming up missing with their brains missing and motherfucking hearts missing and lungs and shit like that.
Can we get some thumbs up if y'all feeling this?
You know what I'm saying? I know of 2 or 3 cases where the parents didn't even know when they got to their kids that the organs was gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
let's get to some of these comments. We got a lot of comments. Oh, all right. So Wanda said, shaking my head, the statistics, the world is sick. Miss Alita said, okay, I had to get on my laptop. This sex traffic has going on for years. I remember growing up in Seaside and seeing my friends get recruited by pimps. My friend had to climb out of a window. Yes. And that would have been considered trafficking, because that's not a young lady that has a situation involved with someone and they have an understanding and she goes out and sells her body and she's okay with that and she gets money to do that. Oh, that's prostitution. Somebody trying to snatch you and just throw you in the back of a car by force, as they said, it takes force, coercion, or fraud. That's sex trafficking, and that shit is happening so much. That shit is big, and they okay right there, and they try to call it in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, they try to call it in the inner city guerrilla pimping. Oh yeah, and that's where it was no more talking. If anything back in the day, you may have considered some pimps. They could have, I guess you could have said that they could have been sex trafficking because it was more of a coercion.
But they weren't trying to take you out of your country and sell you off to somebody.
Real pimps were direct and straight up and let the ladies know what they was doing and getting into, and it was that woman's choice or not. Then it shifted and started to become, like I said, where they had guerrilla pimping, and it was more of a physical form by force. And it got so bad to where, you be in the Bay Area in certain places and you got cats just pulling up on girls with the van door open. These cats just drive up, see a group of girls. They just drive up with their van door open and snatch a female up and smash off type shit. It's that bad, man. And don't nobody want that shit happening to their niece, their daughter, their grandkid. You know what I'm saying? It's all like, oh man, it's the game, whatever. Man, let that shit happen. Let you be the one that having to print up some flyers.
Right.
Making phone calls and meeting with the police and shit.
Yeah.
That shit gotta stop. Shit is crazy, man. Here, y'all take a hit of this shit tonight. Even if you don't smoke, you might want to smoke tonight because this is some heavy shit. Alita said, shit is real. She said, I thought she left her kids, and she told me years later she had been kidnapped, and then another one of my classmates was murdered by him. The same, you see this shit? That's like a serial murderer, and if he killed that young lady, ain't no telling. Man, that shit crazy. That's what goes on in our community. She thought she had left her kids and ended up being kidnapped. So she must have been gone for some time. Wow. Alita said, shit is real. Parents gotta talk and watch over your kids. Vegas got it bad too. Yeah, you just missed when I was talking about Las Vegas. Las Vegas, they said, is a hotbed for sex trafficking, especially because of all the transients and homelessness. You know, Vegas is one of them cities where it's like,
and the prostitution.
Yeah, prostitution is legal. So you ain't got to worry about that. If you go into Vegas and you want to sell something,
even though it's legal, doesn't mean they want to get taken off the street.
Absolutely. You're right about that. And you know, because you know you got a lot of females that work in strip clubs and shit, right. And you do got people that pray. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're right about that. But they're saying that it's particularly a hotbed out there because of all of the transients and homelessness. And that's because you got so many people that come to Vegas, and it's like Vegas is one of the places where you like, fuck it, I need to just figure my life out for the next 6 months. You just go to Vegas and figure it out. True. You got so many street performers and motherfuckers living on the street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, shit is crazy though. But the mindset of the people that are into this shit.
Right.
It's $1 billion industry because the shit ain't cheap. Some people are getting sold for cheap in these favors, but a lot of it is big money in this shit.
And a lot of our people ain't sitting back just buying each other.
You want a boy in between the age of 5 and 7 with brown eyes and blah blah blah. 50,000. Who affording that shit?
It ain't us.
Come on, man. Who affording organs? They not selling organs 3 for $100.
For real.
They not selling eyes and livers and shit. You know what I'm saying? For $400-500, man. That shit is hitting. Because I ain't, man. Yeah. Y'all see what's going on. Mary said it started with the illegal immigration coming to the United States from Mexico. Mary, when you say that, what do you mean? Are you talking about the human sex trafficking? Because we got it happening right now in black and white communities, though, in the United States. Wanda, hey, I am pissed off too, bro. Yeah, man, this shit got me hot, sis.
And I always remember,
you keep reading this shit and it's like
California was Mexico.
It is.
It was Mexico before they stole so much of it.
California.
Texas too.
Yes. Texas and Florida. All of that. All of this land. We know this is, man, anyway.
We're going to have a topic on that though.
Eva said exactly what they doing now. For real, Eva. Eva said stealing women and children right off the streets. That's what they're doing right now, man. Man, you be at the bus stop. Wife be at the bus stop on her way home from work. Daughter be on her way home from cheerleading practice. Not doing nothing, minding their business, living life.
Yeah.
A sicko come out of nowhere.
Then they gonna always have a man.
No, don't say don't. They not gonna always. They not gonna always have them. And then motherfuckers can come up. Man, this shit, them motherfuckers come up in a motherfucking 4-door, a 2-door. Motherfuckers could be walking, man. Just be careful, period. Anybody you don't know, anything looks strange, anything ain't right, anything don't hit your stomach right, avoid it, stay away from it. Get yourself some type of protection.
Mm-hmm.
Get yourself some type of form. Legal if you can, if not, whatever. Protect yourself.
Pepper spray. Keep it on your key ring.
Protect yourself. And this ain't just for the ladies. I know that we got a room full of ladies and we usually do, but this shit affects men too. Especially, you know, fellas, we know me, you know, especially when you know you in these party and you
don't think it can happen to you, men?
Touring attraction, places, you know, partying in a nightclub, night scene and shit. You could be out there with 4-5 of your homeboys.
Yeah, because men don't think it happen to them.
Yeah, you think it don't happen to you. You could be out there with 4-5 of your homeboys, y'all kicking in this shit, drinking, having a good time. You know what I'm saying? And shit, you fuck around and go to the bathroom or dip off and go to the bush to piss. Man, this shit is real. You can go off to the bush and piss and 3 motherfuckers come out of nowhere. Snatch your ass up at gunpoint. While your partner's over there talking to some females. Type shit.
Yeah.
So just be careful, man. Everybody be careful. Because this is a $1 billion industry, which means all bets is off. As long as them greenbacks is cracking, hey. And did y'all know another stat real quick? Did you know that Google this. Did you know that human trafficking didn't even become illegal until fucking 2000? Human trafficking wasn't even illegal. You could do it and get away with it.
Wow.
In 1999.
Wow, that's crazy.
Just 19 years ago. Barely 20 years ago.
Well, it was in the 80s. It was in the 80s when that girl got snatched up and we don't.
And it would have been just looked at as kidnapping back then.
We couldn't find it.
You would have just thought it was kidnapping. Nobody would have tripped off of sex trafficking.
Damn.
Just in 2000, it just now became illegal. It became a federal law, federal crime. I mean, just in the year 2000. So all the people that was
slavery,
all the people that was doing that, all the people that was doing that was getting caught doing that type of shit before that was getting caught with pimping or pandering cases or, you know, whatever. But in 2000, that's when it changed. This shit just now in 2000, y'all just now making that shit a federal crime. That'll let you know they don't give a shit. So be the fuck careful. Eva said exactly. Stealing women and children. Wanda said it's modern day slavery. That's exactly what it is.
Yes, it is.
Same for profit and cruelty then have for years turned into a universal enterprise now. Big facts. That along with the prison industrial complex.
Yep.
Man, come on, man.
Yep.
Come on, man. Snatch you up or catch you up.
Yep.
Mary said, plus you got to get more money for you get. She said, I'm sorry, let me go back. Mary said, plus you get more money for virgin girls. And that's why they're snatching up such young females.
Wow.
You think about it. Let's go back and think about certain shit. Think about how all these mysterious young women became up missing and they never solved the cases. They never solved the case on these young ladies. Think about, remember, might have been about 2 years, 3 years ago, how those 300 and something school-age girls from Africa,
came up, about 150 of them.
Private pirates.
I remember that.
supposedly had took all of them. Where those girls at? Never, never no follow up on what ended up happening to them. Where the 300 girls?
I thought they was found.
Nah, they no.
I think they was found.
No.
It might have been one of them malicious group over in that country that took them.
Yes. They where them 300 girls at? They didn't find them.
I'm gonna have to research it.
Yeah. Boca Haram was the name of them. They didn't find them. Victims, they still about. You think that them you think it wasn't some money made? Them 300 girls?
Wow.
Well, they came back to no, them girls, man, trust me. Plus you get more money. Snatch you out of your own yard. That's how ugly it is nowadays. Snatch you out of your own fucking front yard. You gotta be careful nowadays, man. Mary said yes. Decades ago, the trafficking started with the Mexicans and it made so much money, they started with other races. Yeah. Yeah, human trafficking is huge. It's huge. And it's like, the biggest thing about it is like, unless they go and really, because when they want to stop shit and sweep shit, they can stop it. You know what I'm saying? But when they ain't tripping, they don't. They need to fucking come on in and bust this shit down. Quit touching my leg. Quit touching my leg. She's trying to make me end it, y'all. We're not ending this one. Not right now. So you can go to sleep. Yeah, allergies kicking. Stop pinching me.
Stop tripping.
No, we're gonna go until 9 o'clock. Y'all ready to go right now, or y'all want to keep going until 9 o'clock?
Well, you know, I just want him to know that don't tell me anymore about it.
No, she's right. She's right.
I want to hear it
because I said we need to stick to an hour, and we are.
I want to hear it.
But this topic right here.
Oh, it was always a but.
No,
it's always a but.
No,
just letting you know.
But this is one of the.
This is what I love about the podcast because it's not scripted. So therefore,
yes, we were supposed to be over.
Yeah, at 8:30.
Yes, we.
Now he came in with this rule.
We are sticking.
He came in with it.
I did.
But he's going against the grain.
To 1 hour. We are going to.
Can't wait till my topic gets juicy.
If you got a juicy topic.
Oh no, be quiet. That's just up now.
But this right here, we couldn't.
Okay.
We couldn't fit this in.
Yeah.
Because this is something that I hope everybody that's on go and have sub conversations with y'all folks, especially with your kids. You got kids, grandkids. Please have conversations with them. Let them know what sex trafficking is, human trafficking. This is a real and a live thing that needs to be talked about and discussed amongst families. Don't have it as something in the dark or something that they have to hear about from somebody, outside the house. This is something that definitely needs to be discussed because that's the only way that they're gonna have a chance to be educated on. All right, so we're gonna go on and get it. Good topic. Love you too. We love y'all too. We love you too, Alita.
Thank you. We love you, Alita.
Have a good night. Get some rest. Yeah, she need. You see her? You see her? She needs some rest. Alita, before you go,
he me in at 8:30.
Alita, before you go, we got an inside joke called allergy season. When it's allergy season,
it's always my allergies, man. You tripping?
It's always your allergies.
My allergies always kick in. You know that as soon as I yarn.
I know. All right, y'all. We're finna get up out of here, man. So she can
I gotta go take my allergy tablet.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going back to the Amazon tomorrow.
Yeah. She been working hard too. Yes, she has.
You feel me?
Work hard every day.
You feel me? Been busy.
Whatever. Anyway, love y'all. We'll check y'all out on Thursday. So check it out. Tell them what you're doing. Not the topic or whatever. But
I can't tell.
Not the topic, but you rocking on Thursday on that what they call it, Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'm coming on Thursday. When y'all finish eating your gobble and your dressing and all that stuff.
Okay, so
you know what I'm saying? Tune in on Thursday.
No, you gotta announce it now though, because you can't be popping no last minute shit on people.
What you mean?
Are you going to be doing a different time? Are you going to be
No, we're doing the same thing.
7:30.
Same thing.
7:30.
Yes.
Then people gonna be fat, full, and famous trying to go to sleep.
What you want to come early?
Let's ask the people. Y'all think we should come on at the same time, 7:30 on Thanksgiving night? When people, I don't know, y'all let us know. I ain't gonna even say nothing. Should we come on at the same time, 7:30, or should we come on a little earlier? You know, after people in 8. Happy Thanksgiving. Let us know, y'all, before y'all
Gobble.
What y'all want? Y'all want us to come on at the same time, or come on earlier on Thanksgiving? Which one?
All right, Aaliyah, thank you.
Who's going to be who?
I'm gonna cook me some dressing tomorrow. Cause I want some.
Y'all want us to come on. Y'all want us to come on
Cabbages.
early. Y'all want us to come on early. I probably won't be on here Thursday. See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people probably ain't gonna be.
Wherever you be, you have your phone and click the button. It's gonna let you know we coming on. Wherever you at, just click the button and come on. I'm telling you, man, I got something for y'all.
Same
something for y'all Thursday. Tune in.
Games and food.
For real.
No.
Wherever you at, take your phone with you so you can tune in.
So come on, same time. Okay, we go. Looks like same time.
Told you.
All right.
Because everybody gonna be fat, full, and famous, and we laid back, chilling. They were like, "Ooh, what am I gonna do now?" On burn on.
All right.
You feel me?
Because we gonna come with it on y'all ass.
I got something for y'all on Thursday.
Leah said right.
Right.
All right. That's what's up. 7:30. 7:30 on Thanksgiving. We'll see y'all then.
Peace out.
Hold on. Eva said we there no matter what. Where?
Huh?
Eva said we there no matter what. What happened? They go tune in. Okay, right.
Yeah.
I thought he was hooking something up. I'm like, wow. All right.
If it don't rain, we may come down now. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that food is food. No matter what time you cook it.
Look at Alita. Something wrong with Alita.
No matter what time you cook it, food is food.
Look at Alita.
I need a plate.
Look at Alita comment.
What she say? It's good, and I need a plate.
It's good, baby. That tree gooshy.
I need a plate.
You feel me?
Who house I'm stopping by and get a plate?
I just want all desserts. I don't eat none of that.
I'm not cooking.
I just want I want a plate full of pies, cakes, and peach cobblers.
I just want.
Who got some banana pudding?
I just want a plate. I'm not cooking. I want a plate.
Me, you got which one?
Even you got a plate.
Food is food, man.
You feel me?
I know B go be eating. I know y'all eating good.
I want some cannabis turkey.
Cannabis turkey. Crazy. Quill.
What's up, Quill? You late? Oh, damn.
We finna jump off, man. You just
damn, Quill.
Nigga, this topic was so hot, bro.
Oh, damn.
Man. Before we get up out of here, man, we was talking about human trafficking, the epidemic, human trafficking in the United States. How real this shit is. Man, this was a hell of a topic, man. You go back and check it out and look at all them comments, man. before we get up out of here, man, let me know. Let us know, man, because man, you know how it is out where we from, man. You know how it is where we from. And it's a real epidemic, man. These young girls, innocent girls, a lot of times are forced into sex trafficking. And, they said, I'm gonna watch it. I just got back from out there. That's what's up, bro. Love you, my nigga. Check it out, man. Tap in. Yeah, man. We talking about this sex trafficking, man. It's an epidemic out here, man.
It's okay, Wanda. I'm gonna hit somebody's house. Somebody gonna give me some turkey and some ham. I want no ham, but I'll take some turkey, some fried chicken. Who fried chicken? And I'll take some dressing and potato salad. I'll take a nice plate if y'all don't mind. Macaroni and cheese, some good macaroni and cheese though. I don't know dry macaroni and cheese. I want some good macaroni and cheese.
All right, man. We're out of here, man.
All right, you guys.
Love y'all. Y'all be easy, be safe. Man. We check y'all out, man. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving if you get down with that. You feel me? No matter what, man. Just be
just be thankful.
You know me. I don't celebrate none of the holidays, but at the same time, be thankful for all the small things. That's what I say. Be thankful for the little things.
You may not have a brand new Cadillac.
Yeah, be thankful for the small things, man, because you never know.
Just be thankful. Just be thankful, you guys. I like to clap. I like to laugh. I like to make you guys laugh. But on the real tip, you guys be thankful for whatever you do.
And that's every day.
Your family.
It don't take a certain time of the year. You know what I'm saying? That's marked on the calendar for you to have that sentiment. We need to be thankful for the small things, everything, all appreciative. Every time, all the time, anytime. You hear me? Love y'all, man. We finna get up out of here. You got anything else to say? Any announcements before we get up out of here?
Catch me at JB's on Sunday.
You'll be at JB's on Sunday? All right, man. We up out of here. Love y'all. Everybody have a happy holiday. We'll check y'all out 7:30. We gonna be tapping in 7:30 on Thanksgiving. So y'all slide through.
Please slide through on Thanksgiving. I'm telling y'all, I got some for y'all on Thanksgiving. And make sure you got a plate while you eat.
Hey, when she got a topic, and if she this excited about it already,
I'm juiced about it.
You already know, hit us with the thumbs up, man.
I got a guest. I got a special guest coming through, man.
Hit that notification button, man, so you can always get that blink when we going live, man. We up out of here. We love y'all. And guess what? At all costs, you must do what? Be on point. We up out of this thing, man. Something wrong with you.
You didn't end it.
Not yet. And God damn it.
You said not yet. Why you keep
I'm hot. Y'all see that?
He's talking about me.
That's that good weed, boy. God damn.
Yes, indeed.
Be thankful, like Quill said, for real. In.
You pushed that twice.